What's going on, beautiful people? This is yours, Sully Versace. Welcome to the One L Real Talk Show. If you're new to the channel, welcome, man. This is the most realist, non-filter. Like I always say, I have no hair in my tongue. I don't belong to no political agenda. I'm just here as an American, giving you guys a reaction of everything that's going on in the world, including from government bullshit to entertainment stuff in the world, from music, movie, you name it. So today, Pete Hegseth, I can't even pronounce that weirdo's name. So I learned something in the past 3 years getting into the role of government and doing reaction on stuff that's going on in the world, mostly here in America. I've been learning that these government officials, when they get elected, no matter if they're Democrat or Republican or whatever they're into, when they get into office, all they do is scam us. They're always getting caught stealing money from us. Billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, yearly. And they always come with stupid excuses. And right here, we're watching TMZ. I forgot this gentleman's name already. So they have a report from September of 2025, the money that the Pentagon been spending. I need you guys to hear this and let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts?
Intense Pentagon spending last September. $93 billion, billion with a B, spent in 1 month. That is crazy. There
in
is
a month.
Kind of an explanation. In
a month. And he's going to show you right now, bro, they spend almost $200,000 in fucking donuts a month. I want to know what donut company is getting rich just from the Pentagon a month. It's $200,000 a month or a week for donuts for the Pentagon? Really? Really? And check this out, check that.
Been very critical of some of Hegseth's moves since he's been in office, but this is, I don't know how in the world anybody could possibly defend this, but I think I know someone who might try to mount a defense.
Yeah, here's what I'll tell you, Charles. This is, look, you're probably expect me to go a different way with this here. This is not a Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth issue, but there is a problem here, and it's that government spending is crazy. It is completely out of control. But it's not a Republican issue. This is a lot of people glomming onto this story because they've got a horrible case of Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
The reality is,
no. You are not going to
try
to
I'm
going to do
it. I'm going to do it. Charles, I almost said Harvey's name. I'm so used to arguing with him. Charles, September 2024, Joe Biden's last full year in office.
Yeah.
$11.7 billion spent in the last 5 days of that month. Yes. $104 million spent on meat, fish, and poultry, to include $17 million on ribeyes, $6 million on lobster tails.
That is a lot.
It's out of control spending.
Bro.
It should not happen, but it should not happen under Democrats as well.
So check this out, okay? And I said this the other day to a bunch of my friends online. I said, bro, we're going to have to start scamming. Honestly. And I'm not here pushing negativity, guys, okay? We're here to learn what to do and what not to do in certain situations. But these political figures, they get into office. I don't give a F if they're mayor, governor, Congress, vice president, the treasurer of the department, the secretary of this, the secretary of that. All they do is steal, okay? Now you guys see why overnight they become multimillionaire? Because they're stealing your taxpayer money. Yes, that's all they're doing. Who the fuck spends $1 million on ribeyes? Really, guys? Really? $1 million on ribeye steak. This is crazy.
Can't simply call it out because we hate Donald Trump.
I am not going to let you try to pawn this off as like, oh, the Democrats did it too. Yes, you're right, they did. But the numbers you just threw up are nothing compared to what Hegseth
Okay, let's see. Give me some of the numbers.
You're right. It is not a Republican thing.
This.
It is not a Democrat thing. This is a Hegseth thing, and it is a Trump thing, and here's why. Because even though every September to give you guys the full context here, yes, every September is the end of the fiscal year for the government. And all government departments have a certain amount of money that is basically you either spend it or you lose it.
Right.
So
you don't carry it over until the next month of the next year. It's gone.
And
That's
if you
bullshit.
don't spend it, your
they steal
fear
it.
is that you're not gonna get that money in funding next year.
To lower
so
your budget.
everybody spends it, right? Now, what was the number you said that Biden in his last year?
11.7 billion in the last 5 business days.
11.7 billion.
days,
Yeah.
You know, last September, what Hegseth signed off on in the last 5 days? 50 billion.
It's a little bit more.
A little more. It's 5 times more, Mike. 5 times more. So 50 billion.
And check this out, guys. Okay, we have to get up every fucking day, no matter if it's raining, snowing, hot, cold, blizzard. We still got to get up and go to fucking work and listen to some bitch ass fucking manager complaining about something, right? So we got to get up, get treated very bad, okay? Because when you work for somebody, for a company or warehouse, whatever it is, they're always judging you guys. Like the top managers and the owners, they're making fun of us. Look at them killing themselves for $20 an hour while we're stealing and banking billions of dollars from these idiots, right? And if you miss one payment, they take your car, you get kicked out of your house, you might get arrested. But these fucking scumbags can traffic minors, do weird things, right? They do sacrifices for a fucking statue, right? And all this is not made up, guys. This is all 110% facts, proven facts with receipts and everything. Nobody goes to jail, okay? People still working like nothing and still scamming. Look at in Minnesota, in Annapolis. Those Somalians and those daycares are still fucking open, getting money. So this is why I said I'm going to have to start scamming. Really, guys. Because getting up in the morning, working for a living legit, is not connecting. I'm 42 years old. I cannot afford to buy a single home right now. My credit score is at 8.4. My wife is higher. I think it's 8.7. Same thing with my daughter. Bro, we can't afford a house right now. We can't. The fucking mortgage is through the roof. The insurance is through the roof. Like, we can't. We live on an apartment. Grateful because I got a roof over my head, right? But these people, all they do is steal and create all these fake narrative news. So we don't have to keep going into this. Don't you guys notice that when Nick Shirley went to Indianapolis and found a fraud of $19 billion and still counting, you know what the government told him? To stop doing the videos. Because it was hurting other people. The Clintons get caught red-handed having sex with minors. And he vaped a bunch of them. And your boy still walking around like nothing. Hillary Clinton got a bunch of murders in her fucking hands. A bunch of dead bodies, American soldiers. She's still walking around and complaining. But meanwhile, one of us get a fucking ticket. We got to miss a day of work to pay this fucking ticket because they'll suspend your license or they'll take your car away. Or you might go to jail. And you can't even say shit to the judge. You just got to shut up and take it. Meanwhile, when dumb idiots go to court, they tell the judge, whoa, I need a break. Like, wait, what? Well, I'm not going to answer no questions today, guys. I'm done. Somebody leaked a picture of me being in here. What? This is what we're saying, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. It is time to start doing the same shit these weirdos are doing. I'm being honest. Listen to this shit.
It's an outrageous
50 billion
amount
in just
of money.
the last 5 days and 93 billion over the entire month. Let's go over what he decided to spend that money
Let's
on.
hear some of these.
Let's talk about. You want to start with food?
Yeah, let's do food.
How about food, Mike?
I like food. Let's do food.
How about $2 million in Alaskan king crab?
Okay.
$6.9 million on lobster tail. I like lobster, but
Right.
I don't know if I like that much lobster.
Right.
$15 million on ribeye steak.
Oh my God.
Okay, so he spent $2 million. Biden's administration eating a lot better because they actually had $2 million more worth of ribeyes.
What they have on Alaskan
17
king
million
crab?
in ribeyes.
How about their Alaskan king crab budget?
I don't have the Alaskan king crab.
Yeah,
Maybe they didn't like king
and
crab.
Hegseth is known to be a fan of shellfish.
Can I just
He's pretty
interject?
shellfish when it comes to spending.
Can I just interject here? The way this has also been framed is that Hegseth is at his home and he's kicking back and he's got $20 million worth of seafood. That's not the case here. This is oftentimes these soldiers being fed these treats, these
That's
really
true.
expensive foods.
The food does generally go to the troops. This
Right.
is not. It's not in a deep freeze in Hegseth's basement.
Right.
Agreed.
Right. Some of it
is
might
going
be,
to the
but
troops. But it is really still ridiculous spending. All right. I'm not
I
saying
agree.
that our troops don't deserve great food, but do they deserve?
I agree.
Rather, do they need $7 million worth of lobster tail?
I
Hell
agree, Charles,
no.
because I understand people look at their paychecks and they say, "Hey, I'm paying." In some cases, 50.
So, as a person that did security for a long time, I've been in those ships, right? The aircraft carriers, right? Even the people in the submarines, they eat good. Why? Because they could be their last meal. They're under the ocean. They don't know what's going up on top. So I understand that. Feed them people good food. It could be their last meals, right? But come on, guys. Think about this. Oh, listen, soldiers supposed to get feed right. Give them shit that is going to help them out stay fit and energized. Now, for the people with the most dangerous job, like the submarines, people in the aircraft carrier, those people eat good because it could be their last meal, right? It's not like if you're in land and you see a missile coming, you at least have time to run and hide or, do something. In the ocean, you're fucked. So I understand that part. What bothers me is that when the soldiers get out and they retire, bro, there's like 40-something% of our soldiers here in America, they're homeless. They're all hooked on alcohol or drugs or pills. They mentally have issues. But instead of wasting billions of dollars a month to feed the soldiers king lobsters and fucking California tail, whatever the shit was, cancel all that shit and take half of that money or all that money that you spend on crab, right? Put it into programs. You know what, brother or sister, you served for how many years and you went on we call it tours. You went on tour how many times? 5 times out of the 7 years you in the military. Guess what? Your home, right? A modern little home for you and your family. If you're married with kids, guess what? Because you joined the military for 5 years, right? You never got in trouble. You're a role model. You're not paying mortgage. You do got to pay your artillery bills, though. But the mortgage, we got you. Your shit's paid off because you serve. This is why I love Arabic countries. Or in my country, where my parents come from, Dominican Republic, my country. My country is America. When you buy a property in Dominican Republic, it's yours. That's it. You paid for it. That's it. It's yours. There's no tax. There's no mortgage. There's none of that shit. You paid your property off or your house off. You buy it. It's yours. That's it. God forbid something happens to you, your family stays with it. Not the government. Because you know how many trillions and gazillions of dollars of famous people that passed away or organization people that passed away and that they didn't put their money in the right spot. The government steals that shit. And they'll create some bullshit and they'll pocket the money. This is crazy, chat.
Percent of my money's going to the government, and then it's being spent or it's being wasted on a grand.
A $100,000 grand piano that went to the Air Force Chief of Staff's home.
Right.
Home.
This is not something for the troops.
Right.
Right.
Listen to this.
I mean, unless he's having
No.
troops over and having
Right.
concerts every night.
Right. The big wigs, if anybody. I get that that's frustrating.
$26,000 violin. Now I know why I didn't play violin when I was a kid. And a $21,000 handmade flute.
We should say this one.
This is all they do, chat. Okay? In government, they steal from us, they lie to us, they make up stories, and then when we start investigating, right, and we start peeling off the layers, right, they start feeling the pressure, they'll give you another distraction. They'll give you a school shooting. It's always like this. School shooting or some racist shooting, meaning a cop killed somebody by accident or something. It's always a race, school shooting, or a government official. Or something that happens, a wildfire or a flood, something. There's always those 4 or 5 things. It happens every year like clockwork. I don't get it, chat. Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on this? The government is stealing our money for them. While us Americans are fucked every day and losing all of our rights as humans in America. I love you guys. Sorry for swearing, man. If you joined the channel, thank you so much. We are at 2,000 something right now. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go back up at 50,000 the way we were in the Versace Made It channel. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I hope you enjoy this beautiful video. I got a bunch more coming out right now. Peace out.